So today I'm in IL-2 Sturmovik Great Battles, and I wanted to take a look at the ME-262. This thing's pretty insane. Not only is it super fast, it's got 4 pretty devastating guns, and in the air-to-ground role it really excels too. Let's take a look at this thing a little bit closer. Alright, here's the modification screen. Let's see what we've got. You got a gyro gun sight, you got rockets. I'm going to take the rockets, 24R4M rockets. These things are badass. Armored headrest, back armor, remove the frontal armor, remove inner cannons, bomb load, and fuel regulative valve. I like to use this because it said something about keeping it from blowing up the engine, and I'm pretty sure I'm pretty good at that. And let's take a look at the paint schemes that you get. Nice little variety there. It's definitely not a pretty plane. It looks just like a flying whale or something, really, to look at it. Let's take that one and see what we can do. Alright, and here we go. Two for the price of one, I'll take it. This thing has a fantastic view out the back of the canopy. This thing was way ahead of its time. Too bad it came out so late in the war. It might have helped swing the tide a little bit. Now this thing does have bombs too, but I'm not really a fan of dropping bombs. I'd rather use rockets. Always a little bit more fun to me, at least. There we go. See? That's why I like rockets. So let's take a look around the cockpit here for a minute to show you what that's all about. Fantastic. I mean, ironically, it looks just like a warbird in the cockpit, but it's a jet. And again, the one thing I really like is if I check my 6, I can really see all the way behind me because it has this like bubble-like canopy. Very cool stuff. Now, externally, it's nothing to write home about. It really doesn't look like a fantastic plane. It looks like a giant flying whale or something. It's not a pretty plane at all. I do like how they put the rockets underneath, though. And they fire in a nice big salvo. So if you do make contact with something with these rockets, you're going to hurt it. And there goes a train. Something that easily distracts me every time I see one. It's kind of like a laser pointer and a cat. You know, every time I see a train, I'm just on it like flies on shit, because it's just the most fun thing to do to me, for me at least. There we go. And the rest of it, the locomotive is still moving, so let's see if we can catch up to him. Especially in this thing, my god, this is truly death from above. Boom. Big boom. Yeah, these rockets are just amazing. If you make contact with anything, you're hurting it. Vaporized. That's the nice thing about this thing. If you hit anything with this, you're gonna vaporize them. Like, one of the most fiery and coolest explosions I think I've ever seen in this game happened when I thought I was recording and wasn't. Of course, that's how it always works, right, guys? So now you get the video to see me struggling. But like the other one, I was killing it, man. Like that, vaporized. That's what I was looking for. These guns are just amazing. If you make contact with something with these guns, it usually does not end well for the other guy. I mean, even for ground targets, it doesn't end well. These guns are just sick. Alright guys, that is the ME-262. It's pretty sick, man. It's pretty sick. I'm really impressed with the guns on this beast, and in the air-to-ground roll, it's equally as impressive. It's almost unfair, I think, at times, because it is fast. It can pick up speed again pretty quick. It's pretty maneuverable for as quick as it can move. I think the Mustang seems to turn a little bit tighter, but those guns on this thing, oh man, you literally vaporize stuff in the air or on the ground. It's almost unfair. The rockets that this thing carries is just absolutely devastating. It shoots a massive salvo of a whole bunch of them all at once, and if you make contact with something, it's gonna die. Pretty damn cool. Although, if everybody flew the ME-262, what fun would it be, too? So it's almost a little out of place, I think. It's almost too good, I think, is what the point I'm trying to make. But it didn't appear until late in the war in the real world, so it really didn't have a chance to make a difference. But after you see something like this in IL-2 Great Battles and you see how it performs and what it does, it makes you wonder, you know, if this thing did actually come out earlier in the war, how much of a difference would it have made? Could it have, you know, changed things a little bit? I guess we'll never know. But it is pretty cool. It's in IL-2 Sturmovik Battle of Bodenplatte. It is one of the regular 8 planes that you get with the very basic edition. It's on sale usually for about 50% off. I think pretty soon here, once more the Normandy stuff comes out, this one may jump down to the 75% off threshold that they usually sell all the other ones at. Only time will tell, I guess. But I have to admit, I'm starting to see Battle of Bodenplatte as the best IL-2 Great Battles battle that they have to offer. Because as I take a look at these different planes that they offer, I'm finding that each and every one of them is just pretty impressive and absolutely outstanding. And the collector's planes are just amazing. The P-38 and the D9 Dora Focke-Wulf 190, that are the collector's planes, are really outstanding too. But I'm also finding that, like the P-51 that I just looked at, and then this ME-262, every plane that I've touched in here is just fun. And an excellent choice, really. Definitely some good stuff. And they even recently fixed the P-47 that they had in here when they came out with the Razorback for Normandy. So Battle of Bodenplatte seems to be where it's at right now. And this is the ME-262, and again, it's one of the regular planes that you get with the regular version of Battle of Bodenplatte, one of the 8. So I'm going to leave it at that, guys. As always, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. Feel free to hit that like button. And until next time, guys.